Welcome to the Dental Referral Marketing Podcast, your go-to show for dental professionals who want to turn referrals into reliable practice growth. Hi, I'm Michelle, and after 35 years of working with dental practices, I've seen one thing clearly. Referrals are the lifeblood of specialty growth. But too many patients get lost in the referral gap. That's why this podcast exists. Each episode, you'll discover proven strategies, practical systems, and insider insights to help you strengthen referral relationships, prove patient follow-through, and skyrocket your success. So whether you're a specialist ready to build stronger connections, or a general dentist looking to create a seamless referral experience for your patients, you found the right place. Hit subscribe today. Join me on this journey to mastering referrals and transforming your practice. This is the Dental Referral Marketing Podcast. Let's grow together. Number 1, why referral systems outperform paid ads for long-term growth. I think this would be best explained to share a story about our family and I when we moved into our new home about 2 years ago. We have the most adorable, most rambunctious little Jack Russell Terrier that loves to run around in a yard and look for lizards and any other thing that he can find. Well, when we moved in here, there was not a fence to keep the wildlife out and to keep the little guy in. When we wanted to look to be able to have a fence installed, we started looking the normal route, as you may have done yourself. Go on Google, look for Google reviews, try to see if there's something that has the different features that we're looking at. When it came close to being able to bring companies out to give us quotes and to make that buyer's decision, we then turned over to the Facebook page for our local community to see if anybody else had a recommendation. Well, wouldn't you know, we had several companies that they recommended and some that they said, do not steer clear from this company. Well, who do you think that we decided to bring out to our home to give us that quote? It wasn't necessarily the ones that we just found, as you may call it, in marketing, cold traffic, looking online for businesses that had good reviews, but we did not have a personal recommendation. But rather, the ones that we chose to come out and give us quotes and ultimately made a decision on was because of the trusted recommendation of our local neighbors based on their experience. Think of this the same way when you're receiving referrals from general dentists and specialists in your local area. Patients that are coming to you in the dental specialty practice come to you with an added layer of trust and expectation based on the recommendation of that dentist that stated they needed this dental care. If someone was to find you from a paid ad online, there's not that level of trust that's already embedded when you receive a referral from a general dentist. That's why referral systems way outperform paid ads for long-term growth. Number 2, how to identify and close the referral leaks that cost you thousands. You may not realize day to day the amount of referrals that are not being tracked in your practice management software. The most common softwares in our dental industry, Dentrix, Open Dental, EagleSoft, Curve, Denticon, you name it. Those different softwares, or PMS for short, practice management software, they do not accurately track the full referral process. Because of that, there are a loss or a leak of your referrals that are coming into your practice that are not even being recorded in your practice management software. You may ask, Michelle, well, how is this the case? We have reports and we can pull up and see referrals, so I don't think that's correct. Well, I beg to differ. Dentrix, for example, which is one of the top practice management softwares in the United States, does not count a referral as a referral until the referral has not only been sent, been scheduled, had the patient come to check in for their new patient appointment, but actually once that appointment has been completed. Now, that's when Dentrix says, you just received a referral from Dr. John Doe. Well, that's not the case. You received possibly 5 referrals from Dr. John Doe, But if your front team has not had the opportunity to be able to make a connection with that referred patient, get them on the schedule, have them come into the appointment, and actually have them sitting in that operatory chair, then you have the potential for a referral leak. And there's a lot of those happening every day in our industry. Data supports that over 40% of referrals are lost because there is not a tracking system in place up above your practice management software. These are not just numbers, these are patients. These are your brothers and your sisters, your moms and your dads that need to have dental care to keep their body at optimal level. Not to mention to also be able to help fill your schedule. So, how to identify and close the referral leaks that cost you thousands? We need to be able to know that information more than what your practice management software says by being able to track and record every referral that comes into your practice, whether they have scheduled or not. Number 3, a simple way to track and nurture referrals so you never lose out again. I would encourage you to have a spreadsheet. And I know there must be a simpler, easier way. There is, but for sake of all of those listening to this podcast that may not have accessibility or the opportunity at this time to have any type of software put in place in addition to your practice management software, this will work for you at the moment. Open up a spreadsheet, divide it down by months of the year, make tabs at the bottom. For instance, January, make a new tab for February, and so on. Then from there, I encourage you to make several columns. One, you're going to want to label patient. The second column, you're going to want to label dental practice. And this is the one where the patient's being referred from. The next one you're going to want to label is the date referral received. The next one is date patient followed up. The following one is date patient scheduled. And then the next and last column would be a notes section where your team can make notes as far as their attempts and their outreaches to try to get this appointment scheduled for this new patient that has been entrusted to your care. This is a simple way that you can track and nurture your referrals so you never lose out again. By shifting your focus from cold leads to referrals, you'll be able to see a higher quality of patients with stronger relationships and a more predictable revenue. Did you know referred patients have about 25% higher lifetime value compared to non-referred patients? Or that 40% of referrals are lost if no tracking system is in place? From today's episode, you'll be able to apply these simple strategies to your practice to make sure to close that referral gap and capture every opportunity made available. Referrals are much more than a growth tactic. They're a foundation of trust, reputation, and sustainable success for your practice in today's economy. When you apply these 3 steps, you'll empower your practice to grow in ways that ads simply just can't deliver. To receive your free Excel template to record the referrals before they've scheduled in your practice management software, make sure you check out the show notes below. Thanks so much for listening. I look forward to us diving deeper into dental referral marketing in our future episodes. Make sure you subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, everyone.